Now, Apple in a written statement had told the Enforcement Directorate that in absence of a password, data cannot be retrieved. All this after the ED told the court as well that Kejriwal has not shared passwords for his phones during the probe. So that is the statement coming in from Apple confirming that data cannot be retrieved without the password being accessed. Let me quickly take in a word from Bhavtosh joining us with more details. Bhavtosh, you know, the ED has been making disclosures about the absence of password to Arvind Kejriwal's phones, and we're not just talking about one phone, multiple phones here. The Aam Aadmi Party has come out with a different narrative that giving access to password would mean giving access to Aam Aadmi Party's election strategy in the run-up to the 2024 battle. But tell us about the Apple's response in the latest and what's the way forward for the ED officials really?
Well, as far as this controversy is concerned, last Friday, the Enforcement Directorate had told the court that there are 4 phones of which the passwords are not being given by Arvind Kejriwal. And subsequent to that, they had in fact written to Apple that they need to retrieve the data of these phones. Now, Apple, in a written communique to Enforcement Directorate, had said that in absence of any password, they cannot retrieve the data. Now, Christine, as far as phones are concerned, Apple is considered to be the most secure phone. And Apple as a manufacturer generally does not give access to the data of a phone. And that has been communicated to the Enforcement Directorate. Now, the option before the Enforcement Directorate is that through ML80, which is the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty that India has signed with the US, they can approach the Apple in US and can seek the data from Arvind Kejriwal's phone. Now, Rishi in a press conference has already said that there is no need to take data from these 4 phones because they do not come under the relevant period, that is between 2021-22 when the alleged excise scam happened. And why is ED so interested in these particular 4 phones? Now, Arvind Kejriwal had already told the Enforcement Directorate that the period which is being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate, that is 2021-2022, those 2 phones are missing. He does not know where those 2 phones are. And the controversy that has now arisen is regarding the 4 phones that have been seized during the raids and searches that were conducted by the Enforcement Directorate, which actually led to the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal.